Okay, I think we'll make a start because it is just after 2. Are you starting the live stream? Started. Okay, the live streaming has started. So we're going to come to electing a chair, so I'm starting the meeting off until we get to that point. So good afternoon and welcome. There is no fire alarm planned for this afternoon. Should the alarm sound, please leave via the nearest available emergency exit. 2 of the closest exits are through the glass door behind you and the double doors, glass door behind you and through the double doors onto the riverside behind you. Please meet across the river at Café des Amis. Members of the public are welcome to make their own recordings of this meeting using whatever non-disruptive methods they think are suitable. The meeting is being minuted, recorded and audio live streamed via the Council's website. Lauren, do we have any apologies?
We have apologies from Councillor Jamie Pout.
Thank you. And do we have any substitutes?
No substitutes today.
Thank you. So on to item 3, which is the appointment of chair and vice chair for this year, 2024-25. Can I have nominations for the chair of the committee, please?
Can I nominate Rick from Dan, please?
Thank you. So Councillor Rick Everett has been proposed as chair. That's seconded. I know that Councillor Whitehead had been suggested. She can be nominated in her absence if that's what you wish. Thank you. So can I have a seconder for the nomination? Thank you. So that was proposed by Councillor Mills and seconded by Councillor Baldock. Thank you. Okay. Lauren, please can you take a recorded vote with each councillor voting for, against or abstaining from the proposal that Councillor Everett be elected chair?
Councillor Baldock.
For.
Councillor Everett. Councillor Mills. Councillor Sol.
For.
That's carried, Chair, with 4 votes.
Thank you for your support. Nominations for Vice Chair?
Nominate Councillor Mills.
Seconder?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any other nominations? No, there can't be, can there, really? Lauren, could you take a recorded vote on that, please?
Councillor Baldock.
For.
Councillor Everett.
For.
Councillor Mills. Councillor Sol.
For.
Thank you. That's carried with 4 votes.
Next item is the minutes of the previous meeting. To receive the minutes. Do we need a proposer for that, or do we just?
We can agree that generally saying if it comes.
Okay, are the minutes agreed? Thank you. Are there any declarations of interest by councillors or officers in the matters of business on today's agenda? Not seeing any. Thank you. So the first substantive item is the approval of the shareholders' agreement and articles of incorporation for Partnership 1. I propose the recommendations 1 to 7 as set out on page 10 to 11 of the agenda. Was there a seconder for that? Thanks.
Happy to second that, Chair.
Is there anyone to introduce this, or do we just move on to?
James Fair will introduce the report.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. As you will remember, the committee approved the creation of LATCO as the preferred service delivery vehicle in January this year. This report now covers the approval of the shareholders' agreement and articles of association for Partnership 1, the new LATCO delivering the revenues and benefits and customer services for the councils. In terms of process, the report has been presented and approved individually at each cabinet, of which, of course, you'll be aware. The purpose of this report is to gain approval from the committee to allow Partnership 1 to adopt the shareholders' agreement and articles as outlined in the appendice. This will then allow the company to be formally registered with Companies House and HMRC, which will then allow the company to progress a number of actions, such as starting the scoping of the TUPE work for staff transfer, innovation and entering of contracts, etc., appointment of directors, and there's a list which is outlined in the covering report. The covering report also covers the background and history of the services, which of course you will be aware of. So since February, March, work has begun progressing to this point in a number of work streams. So Harvey and I are happy to take any questions. I'll take any broader questions around process or any other particular questions, and Harvey will take any technical questions around the shareholders' agreement and articles. So happy to take any questions from councillors.
Any questions, comments? No? Okay, we can move to a vote then, I think. No?
Councillor Baldock,
For.
Councillor Everett,
4.
Councillor Mills, and Councillor Sol.
4.
That's passed with 4 votes, Chair.
Thank you. Next item is any other urgent business to be dealt with in public, not been advised of any. Move on to the exclusion of the press and public. To resolve under Section 100 of the Local Government Act 1972, the press and public be excluded from the meeting during consideration of the following items of business on the grounds they involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in Part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Act, or Freedom of Information Act, or both. Do I have a proposer for that? Councillor Mills, seconder.
Second.
Councillor Baldock. Is that agreed?